Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. There is this analysis that I want to show you that I had on Usdjpy. I posted it on my Telegram channel. Yeah, I posted it on my Telegram channel. So let me just walk you through how I got this analysis. I had a rejection from here on the weekly time frame. There was a rejection from here. Are you following? Okay. So from this OCL, I had a rejection. Can you see that rejection there? So and then I went down to, if you go down on daily time frame, you discover that we have the breakout there on the daily time frame. Can you see? So we had a breakout on the daily time frame here. So weekly reject weekly, and then we have a break on what, on the daily time frame. And after the break on the daily time frame, we had our first pullback here, which was our structural liquidity, right? Are you there? So and then from there, I mark this apex. As my entry. Do you get me? So just same thing over and over again. Just following the time frame alignment. And the price came to our entry. Price came to our entry, long position. Price came to our entry, and then we had a buy. So same thing you do with daily, same thing you do with weekly. We had my rejection starting from the weekly time frame. So I just follow the time frame alignment on what's on the weekly time frame. So I had my entry at that key level, at that V level there, and then my stop loss was below this, just a little below this, and I was targeting what the previous high. After getting the previous high, and that's how I got this setup on what I used to give one. Now you also get the same thing if you start your analysis from the daily time frame. I think I even posted the analysis from the daily time frame. Now, if you start from the daily time frame, you still have the same thing. We have a rejection from here, from this resistance here. Are you following? Now, from this resistance, we had a daily rejection there. So, daily reject daily. What are you going to do? Go down to 4 hours time frame to look for your breakout. Now, on the 4 hours time frame, after this daily rejection, on the 4 hours time frame, we had a breakout here. Same place we had a breakout on the daily, same place we had a breakout on what? On the 4 hours time frame. So we had a breakout here on the 4 hours time frame. Can you see? And after that, there is small rejection, a pullback here. Can you see? We had a pullback here. So after this pullback, so I marked my what? I marked my apex as the entry. So it actually took price for almost a month for it to come back to our entry. So I waited for this particular trade for almost a month. Yeah, I could remember. So after this pullback, so I expected price to come back to the apex here to come and pick me. But price was just ranging. The final came to entry here and then peaked what? And then we had our trade. So most times you just have to be patient with your trade. And as much as you had your position already. You just need to be cautious with the market for you to come towards your entry. So same thing over and over again. Same analysis. We follow the time frame alignment from the weekly time frame. You still get the same thing, using the daily time frame also. But I posted the daily time frame setup of this USD JPY on my Telegram group. I'm going to share it with you in this video. Can you see? So same thing over and over again. Daily we get daily each for breakouts, and then what? And then we have what? Our apex entry. And then if we are starting from the weekly time frame also, weekly rejection, can you see? Weekly rejection from that OCA. There's a rejection from this OCA here. From this OCA here. So after weekly rejection, we go down to what? To daily time frame. Following the time frame alignment, going down to daily time frame, we have the breakout here. Can you see? There is a breakout here. So after this breakout here on the daily time frame, so I mark this apex. I mark this apex as my entry. So same thing over and over, and then we have to go back here to serve as our area of liquidity, and we also have a liquidity, and then price came to the entry and it took what? A high of what? Of this particular circle. Now you have to start from the daily time frame. Like I said, I started from the daily time. I posted the daily time frame setup on my Telegram channel. We discovered a rejection from this what? From this relay relay, from this support area from this relay. So price was rejecting this from there, and then we going that 4 hours time frame, we discovered that was we had a breakout on 4 hours time frame here. We had a breakout on 4 hours time frame. So this way we had that breakout on 4 hours time frame. The rejection for from the what? From the daily time frame, we had a breakout here on 4 hours time frame, and then we have a force pullback here, and then after that, I mark my apex entry. And price, so it took time for price to come back to the entry, but it peaked, it came back to entry at this place, and then we had our trade. Just same thing over and over again. So do well to like, give this video a like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on your notification button so that anytime I drop a video, you can be notified. So thank you very much.